how's it going, boys? Welcome back to Mogul Mail. Okay, today we're talking about the biggest YouTube live streamer in the world, who you might not even know. His name's IShowSpeed. He's gained about like 4 million subscribers in the past couple months. The only one I've seen grow that fast recently is like Ryan Trahan, and he's done it all live streaming. When I say he's the biggest YouTube live streamer, that's not a joke. It's not close. If you look at the past week, the top 50 biggest live streams, they're mostly companies like Apple doing announcements or news organizations, but Speed is 10 of the top 50 past live streams. So 10 streams in a week that are just his in the top 50. For reference, I'm 2 in the top 100. Valkyrie's 2 in the top 100. Tim the Tapman is 2 in the top 100. None of us are in the top 50 at all. Okay, so he's bigger than me, Ray, and Tim combined. He's a huge deal. He averages about 35,000 viewers, which puts him above names like Nick Merckx, Hassan, right around like the Mizkif level of streamers. So he's a big deal, and he's doing it all on YouTube. And part of the reason why he's gotten so popular is because he just kind of gets what next generation wants. You know, hey, I'll say it. I'm a bit of a boomer. I've been saying goated with the sauce too long. I sound like a 35-year-old man trying to blend in and act like a high schooler, like Jackson in Hannah Montana. Even my references, I'm referencing Hannah Montana. It's fucking 2022. Anyway, I'll show you a couple of clips of Speed. This first one is one of the ones that got him really popular on TikTok and then blew him up on YouTube. It's with this fake guy named Ben. That replies to whatever you say. Anyway, I'll just watch.
By the way, I got a genuine question. All right.
Yes.
Would you me?
No.
How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you are you? Bro, you're real. On God, you're real. On my life, you're real. You're real.
So like this guy's reactions, he could not react harder. Mr. Streamer react harder. He's at the peak of reacting. Here's another one. This is just a compilation of clips that made him famous. I think it's the most popular of these compilations.
Yo, Chad, why this game so fun, Chad?
This guy will say anything to get a laugh, and even do anything.
Goodbye, bro. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Okay, you might get what I mean at this point, right? And it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I see a clear formula here. It reminds me of like early age Greek god X who's doing or saying anything for a laugh. But there's also like a dark side to that. And the more I looked into it, I'm not gonna show you some clips of this, but you can look it up for yourself. There's a lot of like super racist, homophobic, and sexist language. Not just from him, but also his community. And that's like a big part of his community. Like if you look up Speed racist donations, a bunch of people just donate like the most like brain dead, weird ass racist comments in hopes of like getting him to react. Cause he reacts wildly, you know, he's gonna freak out. And he gives those same reactions when it's to Ben, the fake animatronic guy, or if it's to a racist donation, which I think has cultivated a super toxic community that reminds me a lot of like early Ice Poseidon, where the community, there's a big section of it that just appreciates that there's a guy who's willing to do anything to make them laugh, and then another section who is like, ah, ha, 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 I am a big piece of shit. This is my big piece of shit community. And I think he doesn't do a great job of reinforcing these people, but really strongly reinforcing these, and especially with his language. Now, there was a clip that got really popular recently from Jake Sucky on Twitter, where he posted, it's from a few months ago, admittedly, but it resurfaced because of Jake's posting of it, and it got him into some trouble. It actually got him banned from all Riot games, and we'll just take a look at it.
Hey, where she is? She's on top of the thing.
10 seconds
Are you
left.
10 seconds. On your left.
Fuck, man. Yo, man, dog, man. Come on, bruh.
Man, you gotta hit those shots, man.
Man, shut your stupid ass up, nigga. Who's you talking to, bro? Shut your nerd ass up, bro. I know how to play this game. Shut up, monkey. Shut up. Shut your bitch ass up. All right? All right?
You're at the
All
phone.
right?
Calm down.
Damn, bro, shut up, bro. I know how to play this game. I'm not a noob, all right? God
Obviously, you
damn.
don't know how to play the fucking game. 'Cause
What?
you suck ass.
What, bitch? Bitch? Is a bitch talking to me? Is a female talking to me? Am I, no, am I tripping? Am I tripping? All right, time out. Is a female talking to me right now? Is a fucking female talking to me? Get off the fucking game and do your husband dishes, bitch. Shut up.
I'll stop it there. The rest of it doesn't get a lot better. He's angry for the rest of the round, and you know what? They lose. Looks like communications are kind of important in Valorant, but chat's losing it. Chat's loving it, right? It's a bunch of LOLs because that's kind of the community he's cultivated. And there's a few more clips of this happening in mostly Valorant.
Come inside. Come inside. Right here, on me. On me. Damn, y'all don't listen. See what I'm talking about?
remaining.
Turn on y'all mics, bro.
This is the first round, by the way, of Valorant. You can see 0-0 at the top. They have not played more than a minute of games together.
These shitty teammates.
Stop screaming.
Yo, shut up, bitch. Who you talking to? Fuck you, you fucking female. I don't give a fuck about no fucking female. I'm fucking talking to me. You talking to a fucking sex offender, nigga. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard anyone say. Is to say you are talking to a sex offender you don't know who, that's crazy. That's crazy. But that's like who he is, right? Like do I think he's actually a sex offender? I think he's like 19. He might even be younger than that. No, I don't think so, but I think he just says the most obscene, edgy, sexist, racist, whatever shit to try to get his chat entertained while playing some game alongside with them, which is really, really terrible when it's like to a random stranger. Because like, you know, he's doing it because he's trying to entertain 30,000 people, and you know, quick sexism joke, a bunch of teenagers in his chat fall for it and love it. And the girl that he plays with is like, oh, okay, I had a bad experience today. And he got banned for this exact reason on Twitch. Like, he was never a Twitch streamer, but he went on Twitch, and he loves to run this bit. He's got one bit in general that he loves to run.
I got like a psychological question, okay? Mm-hmm. Say if we're the last two people on Earth and we had to reproduce to make the world continue.
You can tell he runs this a lot from Aiden's reaction.
Reproduce with me?
For the last two people on Earth, would you reproduce with me?
We'll have to intertwine, and then their kids. No.
Who gonna stop me?
I will.
Who's gonna stop me?
I will.
If we the last two people on Earth, who gonna stop me?
Gee,
You're not stopping me. If we the last two people on Earth, who gonna stop me?
Yeah, come on.
I will.
Hold on. Chill out. Just, you're good. You're Take a
I'm
deep breath.
tripping.
You're good.
I'm tripping. I'm thinking I'm on Omegle. Yo.
Crazy to say that on Omegle. Can I just say, you know, I'd prefer a penis at that point. And so after all this blew up, he made an apology video. Here it is.
What's good, everybody? It's a clip, you know, that I seen, you know, that's going crazy right now. Me between an altercation with a girl, and I was playing Valorant. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say some, you know, like a few things from that situation. You know what I'm saying? But that day, you know, I wasn't having a good day. You know, I was getting a lot of racist text-to-speech donations. A lot of people, you know, talking about my dead aunt that's in the grave right now. But look, I don't want to make that no excuse. I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to justify. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, that day, I just don't bash on people for no reason. That's where I'm coming from that, you know, statement I just said. But, you know, I'm completely wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was completely wrong in that situation right there. I can't say anything to justify that situation right there. But that clip is from months ago, and I changed from that, and I grew. You know what I'm saying? I'm young. You know what I'm saying? I'm very young. For every situation I grow, you know, and I change, you know, and I got to become a better person.
Look, people like this guy. They like this guy because he has insane reactions to stuff, and he'll say out-of-pocket shit. And when you watch him, you never know what the fuck's gonna happen. You never know, okay? And the problem is, I feel like he got a flavor of that, right? He got a little taste of that, where he was probably just like a smaller streamer. He says some crazy shit. That clip of him saying crazy shit blows up. So it's like, okay, maybe we say more crazy shit. And more crazy shit. And you know what? Let's say some out-of-pocket shit to random strangers, because they have better reactions. And it kept growing and growing and growing, where now I think he's at the point where, like, his community doesn't give a fuck about this clip blowing up. They're on board with it. He probably got more fans from this than lost. There's no canceling happening here. He's probably going to be a bigger streamer out of this, barring YouTube themselves banning him off the platform, which I don't think would happen, but maybe it will. Maybe he'll get a strike. We'll see. I think this will only grow him, but it's also going to make his fan base way, way worse. Because I feel like under the character of Speed, who is like, I'm going to say crazy shit and do crazy shit and do a backflip, is like a much more mellow guy who is getting a super sexist, racist, homophobic fan base, which is not what you want. That's not what you want. And I felt like this was a similar thing that was happening to Gideon, where he realized his fan base was getting pretty fucking terrible really quickly. And I feel like Speed promotes that fan base because he doesn't do anything to stop it. You know, like racist donations is one of the easiest fixes of all time. You can either just adjust text-to-speech or turn it off entirely, but he doesn't do that. And like he always gives the reaction. And I don't know why. I think it's because at the end of the day, in his mind, the views are paramount rather than creating a better culture that's more fun to be a part of for not just like the other people watching, but him. Anyway, that's it. This is not like all videos I make to cancel Speed. Just to let you guys know what's going on with Speed and in the streaming sphere, and the biggest YouTube streamer right now. So we'll see where it comes. He just hit 7 million subscribers yesterday. Nothing but an outpouring of love from his fans after this whole thing blew up. It was kind of painted like a smear campaign from Jake Sucky and liberal media. So look, that's it. Yeah, he probably grew from this, if anything. But he also has millions of people that now look at him and think of him as nothing but a sexist, which I hope he realizes is pretty fucking sad, because it's impossible to come back from shit like that. I'll end with the story. This was a true thing that happened. Prezzo, famed Twitter funny guy, once tweeted out, "Schlatt's the only good racist." It was a tweet of his. Got like 30,000 likes. Big tweet. Funny. Obviously a joke. I said that on stream. The direct quote was something like, "Yeah, you know, Schlatt, the only good racist," as per Prezzo's tweet. This is the exact sentence I said. It got clipped without the second part, without the context of me saying as per Prezzo's tweet. And there's like a little stink storm on Twitter. Like, why would Ludwig ever say this? Whatever. They're dumb. They didn't actually do the due diligence. My friend from high school, total normie, right, goes to a party in New Mexico, random grad party. And he sends me a text. He's like, "Dude, what is this about you being racist?" And I text him back. It's like a week later. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, they're saying you're racist at the party. You said there was good racists." And that was it. There was someone who was in a circle who had just seen that clip of me, and that is the only impression they have ever had of me, and that is what's in their mind. And that was out of context, and that was a select few people, and somehow one of them interacted with someone else from my life. But Speed, it is maybe more people than are fans of him. Like the 7 million fans of him, the subscribers he has, there are maybe more people who now will only ever see him as sexist. And it's almost impossible to come back from that. Canceling aside, that's just who you are. That's your character. It's not canceling. It's how people view you. It's the consequences of your actions and how you got popular. So it's something that creators should know, especially larger creators. And you know, it takes years to fight back from that. Can't say the word PewDiePie without thinking of a bridge. Anyway, that's all. What do you guys think? Let me know. I'm gonna go. I'll be back to streaming soon. I'm on a vacation with Cutie Cinderella. Have a good rest of your week. Goodbye. See you later.